Hello everyone, welcome you back for the sessions on the ceilings in the introduction to fluid power systems. In continuation with respect to the ceilings, now what we are discussing is with respect to the T ring, or it may be a T seal ring. Now, in this, the T seal ring is a dynamic seal that is extensively used to seal the cylinder pistons, the piston rods and other reciprocating parts. It is made up of a synthetic rubber molded in shape and in the cross section is in the form of a T that too is and the reinforcement by a backup ring on either side. The sealing edge is round and the seal very much likely as an O-ring. As you know that the cross section of the seal is in the form of a T. For that reason only it is called as a T seal ring. Normally the cross section what it has been shown here in this, it is something like a inverted T, but even then also it looks like a T. For that reason only it is called as the T seal ring, which are having a wide application in the piston and the cylinder and also in the reciprocating parts. Now, piston cup packing. The piston cup packing is a designed specifically for the piston and as well as the reciprocating pumps and a pneumatics and as well as the hydraulic cylinders. They offer the best service life for this type of application requires a minimum resist space and as well as the minimum resist machining, and it can install very easily and as well as quickly. The piston rings are the seals that are universally used for the cylinders pistons, and as well as the piston rings offer a substantially less opposition to the motion than the synthetic rubber, which is nothing but elastomer seals. According to the type of the seal material used, the seals are classified into so many depending upon the type of the material what it has been used and also their operating temperatures. The hydraulic seals may be classified according to the type of the seal materials used. The seals are manufactured from a variety of natural and as well as the synthetic material. The simple example with respect to the natural material is nothing but the leather. The seals are manufactured from a variety of the natural and as well as synthetic material. The earlier leather, cork, or impregnated fibers were used in a hydraulic system. But nowadays, these are replaced by means of a synthetic material or a synthetic rubber or even the plastic. The synthetic rubber, which is nothing but a elastomer or a compatible with the oils. Elastomers can be made in a various composition to meet the various operating condition. The different types of seals are neoprene, Bunayan, silicon seal, or it's also called as a Teflon seal, or tetrafluoroethylene, or Viton. The first one is nothing but a leather. This material is rugged and inexpensive. However, it tends to squeal or it makes noises once if it fails. When the dry and it cannot operate above 90 degrees centigrade, which is inadequate for many hydraulic systems. Leather does not operates well in cold temperatures, which is around minus 50 degrees centigrade. As we know that this operating temperature is somewhere around minus 20 degrees centigrade to plus 90 degrees centigrade, above which automatically the leather will loses its property and automatically it screams. It seems something like it makes noise. Normally these type of noise what we see in the case of the belts. In the case of the belts, once if it starts rotating at high speeds, the belt will make some noise. This noise is called as the squeal. The Bunayan, this is a material which is rugged and inexpensive and it wears well. It has rather a wide operating temperature somewhere around minus 45 degrees centigrade to 110 degrees centigrade, during which it maintains its good sealing characteristics. Bone is another material with operating temperature lying between minus 45 degrees centigrade to 110 degrees centigrade, above which automatically it will fails. The silicon. This is an elastomer has an extremely a wide operating temperature somewhere around minus 65 degrees centigrade to 232 degrees centigrade. Hence, it is widely used for the rotating shaft seals and the static seals. Silicon has a low tear resistance and hence not used for the reciprocating seal applications. The silicon is also called as the Teflon. These materials, their operating temperature is varying from minus 65 degrees centigrade to 232 degrees centigrade, above which automatically the material will fail and there may be a chances of melting and it is losing its property at high temperature and as well as at low temperature below above minus 65 degrees centigrade. Neoprene. This is a material has a temperature somewhere around minus 50 degree to 120 degrees centigrade, and it is unsuitable above 120 degrees centigrade because it's a tendency to vulcanize. The Viton is another material which contains 65% of fluorine, and it has become almost a standard material for the elastomer type seal for the use at elevated temperature, which is about 240 degrees centigrade. The minimum operating temperature is somewhere around minus 28 degrees centigrade. This material is having a wide range of application in all, either it may be in the hydraulic systems where it is operating range which is lying between the minus 28 degrees centigrade to 240 degrees centigrades. Tetrafluoroethylene. This is another material which is having a wide application and widely used as a plastic for the seal of the hydraulic system. It's a tough, chemically inherent, waxy solid which can be processed only by compacting and as well as sintering, and it's an excellent resistance and as well as the chemically breakdown up to resistance to chemical breakdown up to a temperature somewhere around 370 degrees centigrade. These materials are also having a major application with respect to the hydraulic systems. The next topic what we are dealing is with respect to the pipes and hoses. Especially in the hydraulic system or it may be a pneumatic systems, the flow of the fluid, either it may be the oils or it may be the gases, it should be through the pipes only. These pipes, it should be made up of either by means of either by means of the steel or by means of the plastic or even by means of the rubber, depending upon the flexibility and also at pressures what it is operating. In the hydraulic system, the fluid flow through a distribution system consists of the pipes, or normally we can call those as connectors and fittings, which carries the fluid from the reservoir through an operating component and back to the reservoir. The hydraulic systems uses primarily four types of conductors, either steel pipes or steel tubings, plastic tubings, flexible hoses. Normally the flexible hoses are made up of the rubber hoses. These rubber hoses are even in that also, along with the rubber, nylon, even some cases the steel mesh is also used, where the pressure withstanding capability should be increased. Depending upon the type of the application, either it is used at high operating pressures or at the low operating pressures. These flexible hoses are also either by means of the rubber or rubber, nylon, and even the wire mesh are also used. The choice of which the conductor depends upon the primarily on the operating pressures at and also the flow rate. Quick acting coupling. Quick acting coupling is another precision component engineered for a specific use with a exact dimension or with a close tolerance. These couplings have the both pneumatically operated tool and as well as the other fluid equipments which can be connected rapidly to their power source and permit a wide variety for the production needs. For instance, connecting or disconnecting a tractor and a hydraulically actuated agriculture component where we are using a quick acting coupling. Quick acting couplings are the simple, they do not require additional what we can say the hand tools, but it takes a little time and do not requires the help of a additional skills. These are the devices which permits the rapid connection and as well as disconnection of the fluid conductors. The next topic what we are discussing is with respect to the filters and as well as the strainers. Filters and as well as the strainers is essential because of the contamination. For the proper operation and long service life of the hydraulic systems, oil cleanliness is a prime importance. The hydraulic components are very sensitive to contamination. The cause of a majority of the hydraulic system failure can be traced back to the contamination. Hence, the filtration or the filtering of the oil leads to a proper operation and also long service life and also the efficiency of the hydraulic systems. The strainers and as well as the filters are designed to remove the foreign particles from the hydraulic fluid. They can be differentiated by the following definitions. Filters. They are the devices whose primary function uh, is a retention by some a fine porous medium of the insoluble contaminants from the fluids. The filters are used to pick up a smaller contaminant particle because they are able to accumulate them better than the strainers. Generally, filters consist of the fabricated steel housing with a inlet and as an outlet. The filter elements are held in position by a spring or by means of other retaining devices. Because of the filter elements is not capable of being cleaned. That is, when the filter becomes dirty, it has to be discarded and as well as it has to be replaced by a new one. The particle size removal by the filter are measured in terms of the microns. The hydraulic strainers. A hydraulic strainer is a coarse filter. The filter flows more or less straight through it, but a strainer is constructed of a fine wire mesh screen or screening consists of a specially processed wire of a varying thickness wrapped around the metal frames. It does not provide a fine screening action as filter do, but offers a less resistance to the flow and is used in pump, that too especially in the suction line where the pressure drop must be kept to a minimum. The strainers should be a large possible or wherever it is not practical, two or more may be used in parallel. Depends upon the type of the application we are using. Either it may be a filters or it may be the strainers, but in some cases even both it can also be used.